fuck each other over all the time without even realizing it. We fuck every living thing on this planet over and think it'll be fine because...
This is Israel choosing to target a diplomatic facility. Iran has now said that both Zayedi and other people who were targeted had diplomatic passports. So from their point of view, this is Israel breaching serious diplomatic norms.
We use paper straws and order the free-range chicken. And the sick thing is, I think deep down we know we're not fooling anyone.
A major bridge has collapsed into the water after being struck by a cargo ship. This is the moment. The vessel caught fire on impact, and the vehicles that are seen on the bridge.
BRICS will likely take up the task of creating this new currency at the next BRICS summit in late August. BRICS Alliance, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, is creating a new currency.
I think we know we're living a lie, an agreed upon mass delusion to help us ignore and keep ignoring how awful we really are.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to Cooking with Country. I am not about to apologize for not posting this on Monday because boy, when I tell you I had nothing to talk about Monday, but today was a motherfucker. So, happy post-apocalyptic eclipse, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed it. For all the lucky people out there in Texas, kiss my ass because y'all got the beauty of it where it got pitch black dark and it just look like late evening in this motherfucker. But let me tell y'all something. That goddamn eclipse is like everybody decided that they weren't gonna work. I don't know what it was about it, but folks said shit, fuck all that, we ain't working a goddamn thing. But hey, I mean, enjoy it. It's just like when you come to the South and you go to school or you start working, but you from the North. If it get 40 degrees outside, they shutting all the school system down, don't come to work, the pipes may burst. They gonna believe it's like the end of the world. So you from Chicago, Detroit, New York, shut up and enjoy the day off. You still gonna get paid. However, when it get hot, or what y'all consider hot, your black ass is going to work. Your black ass, your white ass, your whatever ass you got, you going to work, goddammit. But anyway, I ain't gonna stray too long about the eclipse. It was, the phenomenon that folks been waiting on, all that. Man, fuck all that. I seen the comet. I bet a lot of y'all didn't see the comet. I think that was in when was that? 21 or 22 when the comet came. So if you eat your broccoli and your Brussels sprouts and you wait about another 4,000 years, it'll come back. You'll be able to see it. But, man, that thing was so cool seeing the ice shit off the back of it. Man, that motherfucker was moving in space. I mean, it was moving slow, but to be able to see it move in a telescope, that means that motherfucker was moving. But, man, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to go on another rant about HBCUs. I really can't wait till I say the name. I really can't wait. Look, I got a few more weeks. Y'all. A few more weeks. And I had that little raggedy piece of paper in my hand, and I'm be like, got y'all goddamn asses. But here I go, going to the grad school office. Now, I got to sit there and turn in, all my shit or whatever, my thesis and all that stuff. Let me explain something to y'all, the way it works here compared to how it works everywhere else. Now, when you go to grad school, this is how it's supposed to go. You go to grad school, and when you get done, you turn in your thesis and all that stuff together and whatever forms you need to complete. You hand that to your advisor. Your advisor will then hand that over to the department head. The department head get the signature from the dean. And then whoever the assistant is of the department will send all that off to the grad school. The student doesn't have to do a damn thing. Oh, no, not here. I have to do all of it myself. And if you miss one piece of paperwork or somebody signed the wrong thing, guess what? You got to start over, buddy. I want y'all to know something. It's probably almost record time of how fast I finished my experiment. I did an experiment on behavior. A behavior of, I'm not going to say the animal because I'm the only person that's really done it. And I don't want nobody trying to steal my shit. So they told me I can't go too public with it. But anyway, I did a behavior study on a certain invasive species. And I supposed to been doing it for a year. Then they broke it down and said, well, you got 6 months because, hunting seasons and stuff like that, and you'll probably find, what you need to find within 6 months anyway. I'm like, bet, that's even better. I found out everything I could find in 2. I literally finished my whole grad school shit in 2 months. I was already writing, already finished. At this point, I'm just ready to format, do my thesis, dissertation, and get the hell on, right? I could have done all that last semester. Oh no. This school here try to find every way to get on your nerves. Basically to make you meet deadline. Like they want you to be on the deadline. Like fuck you early, and all that stuff like that. Oh, congratulations, you finished. Well, you still gotta wait till we tell you that you can turn this in. And then when you turn something in, they'll keep it, right? So you just say you turn some paperwork in. You keep it. Well, they keep it. They won't say nothing until months later. Oh, well, this ain't the right piece of paperwork, or this ain't the right form, or we lost it. Now you got to go and do it again. Now, if you got a paper trail, you can easily print it out and stuff. But like I said, they pretty much going to wait till everything is due before they decide to lose your shit. I think they just get bored. But I'm finna get on this motherfucker I had to talk to today. So, I go in, I already turned in a draft. All of a sudden, they say you had to turn in this preliminary form that goes on top of it. When you turn in your final, and then this is for the part about they say your final draft. Why is it called a final draft? You mean the final thesis. So, you turn in the draft, and you had to put this preliminary form. You turn in the final draft, but supposed to be the thesis, and it has your cover page with all your signatures on it. So I turned in both of them. I've been turned in the draft. I just didn't have the preliminary form. So I guess, okay, that's my fault. I didn't read. However, when y'all email us, y'all just say turn in the draft. Okay, here you go. I'm not finna read no fine print or no handbook and none of that shit because you emailed us, said turn in a draft. I'm not reading the rest of the email. Kiss my ass. Here you go. So I've been sending in back in March. Here they go. When I send my final, oh, you need to send the preliminary form with your draft. Okay, bet. I go and do that today. Well, actually, I was trying to turn in my thesis on the 8th. The 8th is passed. When I go to turn it in on the 8th, the dude that's supposed to be there is not there. Okay. Well, last time I turned paperwork in and nobody was there and I slid it on the door, they tried to lose it, quote unquote, lose it. Well, I had pictures that I took and I also had copies. I said, you have it, goddammit. So then they, oh yeah, we just found it. How the fuck? Yes, you got it. Stop bit asshole. So they tried to lose it. Okay, so on the 8th, I didn't turn it in. Okay, I go on the 9th. You know what? Fuck it. I slid it under the door. Slid my final one under the door with my signatures. I go take the preliminary, and I ended up having to take it to this other guy. So he takes it. Now, he was rude to my colleague that came in before me. He was rude to her, and she warned me like, this motherfucker on 10. I go up in there, this slouchy, wet mouth, got white shit on the side of his mouth, eating ass motherfucker got the nerve to sit there and try to come at me. And he came, I'm talking about out of nowhere. Like, it was just like on some, like, you go to a shelter, and this dog is so calm, and you're like, oh, you a cute little dog, and that motherfucker just go out of nowhere. Right? Like, tail wagging, and just go for your neck. So, this baked potato eating ass motherfucker here sat there, and he took the paper, right? So he sit there and told me, he's like, oh, okay, here, I'll take it here. He said, oh, yeah, you the one that emailed on yesterday. You emailed us your final. Yeah, that's right. He look at it. And next thing I know, he sets it down, looks at me, and he on the phone with somebody else too, mind you. And this the crazy part about it. He was talking shit about the dean of the grad school. Now, if this get out, because I know, and the only reason why I know because my colleague heard it, and she was walking to his office, stopped and heard some shit he was saying before She went in there. So she said if he keep trying her, she going to the dean. Oh, hey, I wait till you get home when you start talking out loud. With your door open too? Come on, bro. So anyway, he puts the paper down. He looks at me and talk about some you know this lady. You know this lady. You should turn this in. I said, I did turn it in. What you mean you turned it in right now? I turned it in back in March. I said, nah, the only thing I didn't do, sir, I didn't have the preliminary form, so I'm turning in all of it together just so y'all have it together. And that boy snapped at me. Told him, oh, you can't do that. The deadline to pass. I said, I understand that, but y'all told me to bring it in again, so here you go. I got an email saying it. And he sat there and basically I just didn't even listen to what he's saying because I can't take a man serious. They got white stuff on the side of their mouth. Like, wet lip people and they got all that white stuff. I'm just like, ugh, man, what is that foam? And he just sitting there talking, and then I'm looking at his skin. I'm like, oh, what's wrong with your skin, man? You like Freddy Krueger. So he ain't got no hair on top of his head, but it's like he got the mange and shit. So I'm sitting there like, bro, what the I'm sitting there scared to like walk even closer. Cause I'm like, if he spit on me, I'm just gonna fall out. Like, I'm just gonna pass out. Like you remember that white dude from Split? Y'all remember that movie Split? And there was that one dude where he didn't want nobody to touch him when he was that other person there just like, don't touch me. That's how I was watching him talk. If a piece of his spit would have hit the end of my shoe, I would have freaked the fuck out. But he's sitting there and he want to talk to people when he talk. He talk with his neck, so like his neck keep jumping with it. You know, a fat motherfucker talking his neck just be jumping. I'm sitting there like, I can't take you serious, man. You look like Toad and Frog Adventure. Like, so at that point, I'm sitting there not even listening. I'm just, that's all I hear. I said, I turned in my final already. I have done my dissertation. And I'm turning in the last thing that y'all told me to turn in. And he didn't like that shit. And he's sitting there talking, you can't do that. And the person that's supposed to say she ain't here today. Well, she'll get it when she get here. And then he sit there and said the dean name. Oh, the dean gonna get you when she come. I said, I'm sure she will. And I started walking. That motherfucker, I'm sure she will, right? Trying to mock me. And then when I walk off, he get on the phone to me. You hear what that man said? You hear that shit? You hear? I'm sitting there like, you unprofessional, Freddy Krueger baked potato looking ass motherfucker, you. So, I ain't praying on nobody downfall, but I'm just gonna say this. The world has a way of coming back around. The Lord is gonna allow him to suffer for being like this. Because this is not the first time I heard somebody. How do you just wake up? How do you just wake up as a human being and you got a job that's probably paying you better than everybody else around? Now, you ain't getting paid the most out of everybody. Because, the president, of course, and then the board of trustees. Of course, it comes down the ladder. But I'm like, you got to be like in the middle of the ladder at this point. You got motherfuckers, all they do is cut grass. And that's one thing about the HBCU. They gonna cut some grass. They gonna spray that damn fertilizer on it, make that grass teal green, and they gonna cut the dog shit out of it. And they doing it all for $20,000 a year. And they do it with somewhat of pride. You know why? Because at the end of the day, they get off them damn John Deere and they talk shit. And all of them be old and they skinny. When you got a stomach and white shit on the side of your mouth and you sit in an office, that means you have enough money to show your weight. These other men basically are eating the cigarettes that they buy. The ones that's on the John Deere tractor, because that's all they got money for is some cigarettes. You got money for cigarettes, the whole tobacco plant. You can fry the bitch and eat it. Because that's why your mouth wet. But you got the nerve to sit there and get up on the day that the Lord gave you and just be an asshole. And I'm pretty sure you don't have to see people all day. Why do you have to be an asshole? Like literally, like you just rude and disrespectful for no reason. And I ain't finna call my advisor out, but I'm telling you, she a real one because she about to nut the fuck up on this one lady. So this is another thing that happened. At an HBCU, there are money issues. Apparently, there was a glitch in the system. The money that was paid by, my degree and all that stuff is paid for free. I don't have to pay for it. Now, here's the problem. The money that's set aside for grad students, you get them an account summary. They get it. They handle that. They send the money over to registration or burst or whatever the fuck. Well, a glitch happened in my account, and somehow I owe $9,000. They didn't want to say nothing, so they was gonna wait till I graduate 2 or 3 days before. Oh wait, you not financially clear. You owe $9,000, and we want to right now. That's how the HBCU get you. They didn't see nothing just odd about, oh, here's $9,000, and it just vanished. They didn't try to pick up on that at all. And it had on the receipt when the money went in and came back out. Y'all don't notice that shit? Yeah, you telling me it ain't some computer with you telling me it wasn't like a Batman phone, that little red light, and just bam, 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 and just went the fuck off, saying, oh my God, nigger, he didn't pay his money. You literally wait till folks get ready to leave, start their life, and then try to hit them hard. Knowing good and damn well, ain't nobody just got no $9,000. I ain't even got $1,000 to give you. I ain't even got $500 to give you, even if I had $500. But $9,000 just disappeared out the system and you didn't notice that. So they can kiss my ass from the front because they got me ass backwards. All of them got me ass backwards because what the hell going on here? I got Wet Mouth sitting there yelling at me and shit. He need Nutrisystem on his neck. I got these folks up in here not noticing discrepancies. And the thing about it, they putting all the stress, trying to put it on the student. And then our poor advisor trying to help her. But I know they irritating her ass too. I don't know how she ain't quit or went to a better school. Because I'm like, you don't need to stress yourself out like this. As young as she is, I'm like, this is too much. I'm too young for that. That's what I'm saying. When I leave, they better not try to get me to do nothing. I don't care if I end up being a millionaire. And they want me to come back for a commencement. I'm like, you can commence these nuts. Because I ain't coming back to speak on shit. I'm finna horrify every student there if I come back and talk. And I'm be like, y'all, I feel y'all motherfucking pain. I know some of y'all right now ain't financially cleared. I know some of y'all, all the thing y'all can't do is walk because you can't get your degree to December. I know a lot of y'all ain't even got nothing but $5 to your name. F this place, get that degree, frame it, or do something. And when you frame it, smack them motherfuckers in the head because you deserve it. They ought to let you be able to smack the shit out of the motherfucker that piss you off the most. Oh, it'll be so many folk getting smacked. I wouldn't even get my degree and put it in a frame or nothing. I get my degree and get it like imprinted on a stone slab and just smack the shit out of motherfuckers. I'd be swinging stone slab everywhere. It'd be so many folk knocked out. Back of their head just as flat. Just stone slab. Pow! Stone slab the shit out of them. That'd be something cool to get a stone slab, and you got your degree on there. It's written in stone. Look at that. And then you can smack a motherfucker in the head with it. You sure you got your degree? Pow! Right there on their hand. Here you go. But yeah, I don't know what the hell going on. But now I will apologize for one thing though, is that I made a video yesterday. And the beginning of this video I actually had in the beginning. And I had the recording and everything. And I do my voice recording on another separate, entity. I do it on something different. And then I move my recordings to my editing. It wouldn't go through. It just wouldn't go through. So now I'm just doing a voiceover over the actual editing software. I'm talking about editing software. I'm using CapCut. I'm cheap, goddammit. I'm on an iPad. I ain't got no money. I'm on an iPad using CapCut. And they ain't get no royalties from it. I'm trying to make it, y'all. When I actually get a real podcast, I'm gonna be sitting there talking shit about the people that's like in their car doing podcasts. Like, you know, a motherfucker in their car ain't talking about shit. That's gonna be me. Cause at least I had the decency where I won't be in a car doing a podcast. Usually that's when I have my best ideas. I just still don't respect that. Unless now I may do it one day and I call it riding with country. But if I do, it won't be on no educational. It'll literally just be whatever I fucking see. Cause that's usually all I do. I just be talking shit. Like I see some hook on the side of the road or some shit like that. Or I see some old nasty ass vehicle. And I just be talking shit. Just like what normal people do. It's just like a ride along. But imagination. Right? But yeah, HBCUs, bro. It's something else. I got another friend that be talking shit about him. I need to check out her podcast and see. Because she talking bad shit. I'm getting on that bitch. I'm getting on it. God damn it, I'm getting on it before I leave this area. She doing it in Atlanta. So I need to go to Atlanta and talk some shit and tell them motherfuckers to kiss my ass because I can't do it no more. I want to know something. I want somebody that like literally just answers one thing for me. That how can you just wake up and be an asshole? How can you wake up and just decide I'm going to try to ruin somebody else's day? The only thing I can think of with most of those people, I always look at all of them physically. Usually anybody that be in them offices that be pretty or attractive be the ones you don't see. I sit there and went in the accounts payable office one day. And I saw a girl up in there. I don't think she worked no more. But just as cute as she wanted to be. I mean, she was makeup face, you know, makeup and the wig, you know, and nails and shit like that. But she was attractive. Compared to what usually just be working at the HBCUs. I'm like, oh, okay, we got something different, you know, I'll show you a good time. But and a couple of them back there actually look good. They look nice. And even the ones that are like on the larger scale of life actually are not like larger scale and just hideous. You sit there and you get the hideous motherfuckers, the ones that you walk in and see. It's like, you know, the grass is green on the other side. They the grass. And then this is like the fucking fence. Like, the people you got to deal with at the front is like that woman from Monsters, Inc. You know that one with the damn tentacles shit? I'm always watching you, Michael Gowski. That's literally, like, it'd be like 3 of them. It's like 3 of them always, and there's 6 windows, and it's never all 6 open. And then you get that one dude that come from the back who don't amount to shit that look like that lizard from Monsters, Inc. And he come in there, ain't nobody here today. And he just fucking walk off. Be some bug-eyed looking motherfucker. I'm like, what the hell? We got the whole monster crew in this bitch. But you go back there in the back. I'm like, oh, the sun actually shines through here. And you can get an answer right then and there. And a lot of times when they even tell you something that you don't want to hear, they tell you in a way where it's pleasant. Like, you sit there and go to the front and you ask them about your paycheck. Like, yeah, I'm expecting a check. They posted it came yesterday, but I've been waiting on it. It's been 2 days late. And you got to go and talk to financial aid. Oh, okay, well, who do I need to talk to? I don't know. You need to figure it out. The fuck you mean you don't know? Bitch, you work here. You go back there in the bank account payable, they'll be just as nice as this. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you actually gonna owe $1,400 this time, so we're gonna take your whole check. You know, oh man, okay, I understand. Well, thank you so much. You have a great day. They can tell you the worst. They can sit there and tell you your check got canceled, and you still just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, thank you for letting me know. I will try to find the right person. You feel so much better if you don't have to go through them motherfuckers in the front. I don't even go through them no more. I don't go and ask them if they in the back. I just walk through the door. Because they don't lock it. It just be like one of them old wooden closet doors. I'm like, y'all don't even got a real door. It ain't got a lock on it or nothing. You got a bathroom knob on it. What the hell kind of raggedy ass shit y'all got going on back here? the people in the front always suck. Like, what the, oh God. So then when you're dealing with grad school, it ain't nothing but like 3 of them out of the whole place. And all of them just got their own issues. And it's like, they overweight. But this the physical part I'm talking about. I look at them physically. So if they in the back, they usually be cuter and prettier because they ain't got to deal with the stress that's going on in the front. They usually be the ones that get everything done, right? And they only do the job that they know is granted or pointed to them, like brought to them. So it's like, if I go to accounts payable and they don't see my timesheet or my contract, it's not because they didn't do their job. It's the ugly motherfucker who supposed to been doing their job, not doing their job. That's the problem. Well, here's the thing. The people that supposed to do their job, the ones on the outside or behind the glass, always be the overweight, knee brace. I used to be a cheerleader complaining, eating motherfucker. And they said they had dreams and aspirations, and went to school back and graduated in 99, came in on a cheerleader scholarship, decided they didn't want to be a cheerleader no more after junior year, graduated, got fat, had an accidental child, had one more child, divorced, got big, got a knee brace on their knee, and they talk about, oh, it came from that accident. You remember that accident? No, the accident when you kept eating too damn much. Then they come back to work for the very place they graduated from, been here for 15, 30 years, and just been getting bigger ever since. So I understand their pain. I know why they upset now. I just had an epiphany. You know why? Because they knee be hurting. Or they back be hurting. I think that's why they assholes. Because think about it. You ever fucked around with a dog with an abscess tooth? Y'all remember way back, what's Cuba Gooding Jr.? Y'all remember that movie he had when he was with them dogs, them huskies? I think it was a Disney movie. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. Y'all probably just don't remember. But it was a dog that used to hate his ass. The dog had a bad tooth in his mouth, so he in there wrestling the damn dog and bit the dog on the ear. So then the dog respected him, opened his mouth, he saw why the dog was pissed, he took the tooth out, then the dog liked his ass after that. That's literally them. If they just go to a back specialist and treat a sciatica, maybe they'd be in a better goddamn mood. They still can't do a damn somersault because they're too damn big, but goddamn it, they can start walking. It was one lady in there, she was so goddamn big, she was bigger than the cost of living. And she started losing weight, her smile just got bigger. I don't even think she worked there no more. I think once she realized she could lose weight and she started looking better, her ass quit. She said, man, fuck y'all motherfuckers. Fuck the rest of y'all fat bitches. I ain't fat no more. And her ass left. When I first got there, just as rude. Oh, she was just as honoring as a porcupine on a hot skillet. I was just like, man, this woman is just vicious. But now, well, whenever last time I seen her, just as happy. As happy as you want to be low weight. Clothes baggy on and shit. She down there having fun in her clothes now. She's sitting there like a child when they playing their mama's clothes and shit. And they just flapping it in the wind. She walking around campus and shit. As soon as her damn knee brace came on, her ass was gone. She got the fuck up out of there. So that's what they all need to do. All them bad built motherfuckers back there, they need to start walking. Any one of them that's built like the Tasmanian devil, they need to get a BBL where they take the fat from certain places and put it in lower regions of their body. Because I know when you ain't got no butt and you got all that weight up there, your back be hurting and shit. So if your back be hurting, get some of that cushion, put it in your butt, and start eating right. And then sooner or later, you're not going to work at HBCU no more. You might actually sit there and get your dream of being a cheerleader coach. Because you're too old to be a cheerleader. Ain't nobody want to look at your old ass, but you know, you can teach, amount to something. Bring some pep, you know, just reverse all the negativity you've been doing in your life. Because it's just too... Anyway, I'm going to get off of that. The point of the beginning of the this video is brought to you by all the bullshit that's happening in the world. So, one thing I want y'all to pay attention to, I'm going to break down that video a little bit. So, in the first part of the video, we had this movie called Leave the World Behind. And Obama had something to do with this movie. I think he kind of helped produce it or whatever. But you can look it up and it'll say whatever his part was in creating the movie. So they had this movie where it was this family that went to the, like, outside the city. They didn't go to the country, but they went outside the city. You can still see the city, you know. But they was just far enough where they had some trees, some fresh air, you know, a deal. Someone just walk by, you know, cute little something. And the world basically started going to shit. It started ending. And basically, this is the ideology of how America would actually fall. It's been in a lot of movies in a lot of different ways. But basically, if we just think about all the stuff going on now, the only way for the U.S. to collapse is if it collapses inside of itself. Well, basically civil war. So the only way, because think about it, every other country that's trying to, you know, do anything with us is Cold War type shit. Where people be like, oh, what if Russia attack? We got missiles too. Or what if China attack? I guess we'll have a fucking giant robot come out of Arizona. I don't know. It just, other countries are playing this shit smart. So basically what the movie entails is that other countries, and it even could be us doing it to ourselves, you know, that, what's they call that? Not a traitor, but, what's that when you go against your own country? He's not a traitor, this is something, it'll come to me. But anyway, so other countries, and I feel like some shit like this will happen for real, because a lot of people been talking about get prepared, and I'm telling you, I'm finna try to get prepared like a motherfucker. I've been sitting there studying up on so much shit and trying to remember a lot of stuff that I done forgot, just in case some bullshit happen, especially getting close to election season, because I have no idea what to expect. I just don't think it's gonna be good. But in the movie, they never said who. But everything started happening on the inside of the country. So it was like just psychological, not trusting each other type shit happening. If that happens in the U.S. will fall. Other countries have tactics of doing it. So like one of them, for example, if you saw what they're talking about, the BRIC summit, that's Brazil, India, Russia, China, and South Africa. They're trying to get people on board, other countries, to basically just saying, screw the US dollar. We're going to have an international currency we can just move throughout. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't see the problem with it. I fucked with it. Think about it. It's all values the same. Now, it'd be a motherfucker if it be high. You know, like you sitting there like, damn, I don't know what the name of it be. Shit, I'm gonna just say, what's the first thing I got in front of me? Hot sauce. No, that ain't a good one. What is this? This is a toothbrush, a Violife. Yeah, just say they call the dollar Violife. I'm like, damn, I need 100 Violife for this shit, right? I hope it ain't like that. Like, think about you buying a pair of Jordans. Pair of Jordans like $200, and then you got the international Violife, and the damn Violife is still $200. I'm like, man, I might as well have U.S. money. So I hope it be on some, you know, reasonable shit. However much it's worth. But they are trying to eliminate the U.S. dollar. By doing that, guess what? The U.S. economy, it is not going to be good. And the price of shit going to go up like hell. It's going to go up extremely high before it falls. So I guess, I know the U.S. is probably scared because the U.S., they want to stick to that. No, we need the U.S. money with Ben Franklin on it and Thomas Jefferson and Andrew Jackson, no racist ass. Like, they want that shit. Maybe the U.S. see that if they switch the currency, then everything gonna go to shit. Because I already know U.S. citizens gonna be mad as hell. They gonna be mad as hell, and I'm talking about especially the white men, because they gonna be like, how the fuck do we convert this shit to whatever the fuck they trying to make? Now your goddamn dollar got like a star on it. It ain't got no face. It's like a star. It's like two people holding hands. Somebody hugging. It's gonna be some damn lovey-dovey ass shit. It ain't gonna be that strong ass racist Andrew Jackson slave eating ass shit no more. It gonna be goddamn like hell. SpongeBob on that shit. Hell, I'm gonna be having so much of them damn dollars. Shit, I'm gonna have some Spon. It's gonna be some ones with SpongeBob. I'm gonna get 5 ones. I'm gonna get like Hello Kitty on my 5s. Shit, Donald Duck on a 10. Oh, what's that other expensive ass duck from Disney? What was his name? The white duck. Well, he'll be on a $100 bill, you know. But yeah, so Briggs is trying to eliminate that. So that's number one. The other thing, if you pay attention in that movie, is that there was a boat. Don't that boat look oddly familiar to the boat we just seen? Don't it? It's like, this is one thing about the world that I find so funny. Now, that Simpsons prediction shit, I think literally it was like one picture probably popped up way before it became like a meme or like whatever, like before it became law that the Simpsons predict shit. Because you can tell all that shit they redrawing now. Most of that just fan art. But back in the beginning, it probably was like one actual picture where they accidentally like just so happened coincidentally to have a scene that looked like another one. So whatever the original picture was, I don't feel like looking for it. It probably can be found. But after that, folks been hopping on the Simpsons yellow train for the longest. So now you're seeing all these different pictures, right? But before then, just say we had an actual picture and then something actually happened. So just say if they predicted or quote unquote predicted, I don't know, Obama being president or even Trump being president. Just say they predicted it. And just say in another movie, something else happened. You know, just say in another movie where a candidate got shot and then so happened a few years later or a few months later, a candidate in real life gets shot. What I'm getting to is that it seemed like that we're not the only fans of what we watching. It's in movies all day long on how the U.S. is corrupt and the government and all this stuff. And then the funny part about it is that literally like after the movie come out, it happens in real life. It's like, does the people that's in power have no imagination where they wait for J.J. Abrams to make a movie and then they decide that they just gonna just make this happen in real life? Why the hell Obama, out of all people, help produce a movie and in this shit they got a boat crashing into a beach and I be damn these motherfuckers gonna get the same colored boat and crash the bitch? Like, it's like they watch movies for blueprints and not realize that they doing everything that the movie said was gonna happen. Literally, 2023, a boat crashes in the sand, but nobody get hurt, but it just crashes. Nobody know who the pilot was. They didn't tell you why it crashed. Nothing. And then out of nowhere here, a boat just crashed into a bridge. We don't know who was driving. We don't know what was in the crates. What happened? And even then, it's like, you know them bitches got manual ankles? You know they got manual horns too, right? Nobody warned nothing. Same thing with the boat in the movie. It didn't make a sound or nothing. It just kept on chugging along. So we got that. So that happened in the movie. And then it was, let's see, all that psychological stuff. It was some stuff that hasn't happened yet. So basically, the boat was like a precursor to the movie. So if this life that we in is that movie, we are in the precursor. I'm just gonna let y'all know it didn't get better. It didn't get better. It got so much worse. Oh my God. It was on some, you were just guessing. You like, man, what the hell going on? So if y'all want to know how to prepare, don't watch no other movie that's talking about just a Planet of the Apes shit. You're going to die anyway in Planet of the Apes if you watch Planet of the Apes. If Planet of the Apes is law, you going to die. So watch any other movie. I would say watch any movie with Korean zombies. Watch this movie. Any movie where the U.S. collapses on itself, find all those movies where it's like Civil War or people turn on each other. And especially if it's in like a country. Like if it's in the U.S. or even another country where people turn on each other. Watch that shit. Watch all that, especially if it's current, not like post-apocalypse. No, when it actually happened. So you got a blueprint of possibilities of what can happen. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw that movie and saw that boat, and now everybody on TikTok and everybody on Instagram and everywhere else, even on little tiny ass podcasts like mine, and even bigger ones, and they saying, oh, well, if this movie law, then the next thing gonna be the horns, and when they blast the horns, everybody gonna go there. Well, guess what? They gonna change the horns for some other shit where they gonna like, damn, oh shit, we spent all this money on the horns, what can we do? Well, let's use a siren this time. Yeah, use the siren, use the little ping noise. You're doing the same thing. You crash into a beach, you crash into a bridge. Either way, you use the boat. Either way, you're gonna still use a horn. They had no imagination. So, yeah, everybody prepare for the inevitable. I would say learn any fighting style that's not punk ass karate. Learn something. I'm already gonna try to get into martial arts and learn something. I don't give a damn if I get a year. If I can just get a year, I get 6 months. I'm like, well, hell, I know how to karate chop a motherfucker. That's all I need at that point. But if I can get as much training as I can before this shit happen, hey, I'm down with it. I'll pay that $100, however, you know, what is it, $100 a week or $100 up to however much a class cost of a fighting style. I will gladly pay it. As soon as I get my money right and I get out of this nigger ass situation I'm in, then I will be surely getting prepared, getting my weight up, and then if the zombies come or Civil War, whatever, I'm karate chopping everybody today. Karate chopping dogs, karate chopping cats, zombies, Civil War veterans, everybody just chop, chop, chop. I think I said something like that. Oh yeah, I was talking about that in the other audio that didn't see it. So if you're trying to get rid of a dog, here's the easiest way. If you got a dog and you taking it to the shelter or Humane Society and they say they can't take it, tell them that you're going to eat the dog. I bet you they'll take it. I had got this one dog, right? It was a dog that came into my yard. It was a female. And along with a female dog, of course, come a male dog. Well, I had free-range chickens. The free-range chicken just so happened to be out in the morning because I let them out. Man, I turned my back 5 minutes. I go in the house. I come back, all my chickens gone. I only had 3 at the time before I got a bunch of them. I had 3 and noticed all of them was gone. And then I saw 1 or 2 fellas rolling the damn wind. I got scared. I said, oh, shit. I look over and I see one of my chickens dead in this dog's mouth. Just in case I get pinged, just know that, now the dog got away, but just know it was eye for an eye. But I saw the other 2 chickens, they ran up the street, so I had to go back and get them. They were scared, they were traumatized, so I got them back, locked them up, and I said, oh, I'm gonna get that dog. But I knew that the female dog was the issue because I had caught her that day before, and then not too much longer after that, later that day, I caught her again in the yard. I said, that's why that male was out there. Man, I got me a bag of meatballs, and I put it in one of them giant city cages. You know the one they catch coyotes in? And I opened the cage, put the meatballs in it. I said, if I catch it, it's on. Man, that was about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Got her ass. I get out the bed. Me and my roommate got up. We laughing at the dog and shit. We got you now, bitch. We got you now. And that's not wrong because it was a female dog and it is scientifically called a bitch. We got you now, bitch. Yeah. I took it to the shelter. I decided to take the dog to the shelter because I'm just like, look, you didn't kill my bird. And country law is that if you a wild dog or even somebody else's dog and you mess with my livelihood or you kill one of my pets, which both of them considered a pet and a livelihood, then I can take you out as well. But I'm not like that. So I decided that I'm going to take you to a shelter, make sure they spare your stinking ass, and you can never pass on a lineage of ain't shit ass dogs. And then maybe if nobody take you, you gonna be chasing chickens in the big field in the sky. I don't give a damn. I'm getting rid of you. So I took it to the shelter. And that white girl's up in there. And she like really didn't have the room. Like I'm walking through and it was dogs everywhere in this place. And she's like, I don't know. I really don't have the room in here. I'm sorry. You might take it back. I said, let me tell you something. This dog had brought other dogs to my house. They killed my chickens, which is my livelihood. I said, and I believe in an eye and eye. I said, I will take this dog back home and eat it if you don't take this dog back. That girl took that goddamn dog so fast it wasn't even funny. She said that scooters some puppies out of the way. She said, oh, get your ass out of the way. She took that damn dog and put it in its place. That dog was looking at me, said, I'm going to kill you. That dog was so mad. And all the other dogs was in there initiating the shit out of her. They were barking at her little cage, her little enclosure. And she had peed on herself. I was like, yeah, bitch, how much you get? So I walk out. Didn't have to sign up for them. Didn't have to pay no money and nothing like that. So it just let you know it works. You tell somebody you're going to get that dog, take it home and eat it. Watch them. They gonna take it. But yeah, y'all, so HBCU Pride, I'm sorry I don't have it no more. I don't know if I done went to another one where I've been just as happy because I done been to some other ones and they are just as bad but in their own way. I'll call names later. I'm not gonna do it now. One of them, they really can kiss my ass because they horrible with money. They are just terrible. I'm just gonna say this. They're in North Alabama. So y'all put the pieces together. Anyway, yeah, so happy post-eclipse day. I hope none of y'all stared in the sun. I started to because I am tired of this bullshit. And because of so many hideous people, I'd rather burn out my corneas and detach my retinas than to look at their ugly face ever again. So, y'all have a good day. Happy post-eclipse apocalyptic life. If somebody tries you, you cuss them out. And y'all watch out for boats. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.